Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my friends? My name is Brian K. McNeill, also known as AKA Paw B, and I'm here tonight with another installment of Story Time with Paw B. Yes, and I'm excited to come back and talk to you guys too. I will tell you, I've been away for a minute, but I'm back with a good story. Some dear friends of mine asked me to do a story tonight. Now, in my work life, I am a sales coach and a speaker. I teach people how to sell better, and I tell inspirational, motivational stories that get people to move forward in different areas. And having done this for about 30 years now, you collect a bunch of great stories. You collect stories like useful fiction stories, and I've collected some too. So I'm going to share a quick story with you tonight. This won't be a long edition, but it's going to be a quick story. And if you're ready, say yeah. Are you ready, kids? Here's the story. These two traveling businessmen, they're traveling in the back roads of Alabama. And it's in the summertime. And it's hot. And they're in a car together. And they're traveling on these back roads. And they're going to their next destination. And it's a really, really hot day. And they're in the car. And even though they have the air conditioner on, they're still just sweltering in the car. They're in a car on a very hot day in Alabama. And up ahead, one of the guys spots one of those old-time water pumps, with the arm where you have to pump the water out. And he remembers what it's like because he grew up in farm country. He goes, look, there's a water pump. He said, let's go get it. So they pull over to the side of the road where the water pump is. And they're so excited because they know that water's going to be delicious. They got a little cup on a leather string next to the water. They have a little bottle that says, pour this in first, okay? The bottle has water in it. And they know what to do with the reason why you have to pour a little bit of water into the well where the pump is first is because there's a leather washer in there that you have to wet it a little bit to make it work right. So that's what they do. They know about it. They did it. Listen, so many times in life you have to put something in before you get something out. So anyway, so they start pumping. Click, 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 click. They're pumping. Click, 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 and nothing is happening. And they're pumping. Click, 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 click. And the first guy that's been pumping, and he's been pumping for a while, and he looks over at his friend and goes, Bernard, I don't think there's any water in here at all. I'm going to stop pumping. And he goes, well, don't stop, Walter, because he pushes him off and starts pumping. Click, 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 click. You see, you have to let the pressure build up. Click, 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 click. And if you ever stop pumping, click, 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 the pressure goes all the way back down. Click, 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 click. And if the pressure goes all the way back down, click, 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 you're going to have to start all over again. So he keeps pumping, click, he's pumping, click. And the pump is making that clickety click sound, pumping, pumping, pumping. And then they keep pumping, and they get a little bit of water, and it starts to trickle out. And they keep on pumping, and then they get more water coming out. And now it's a lot of water coming out. When a lot of water starts to come out, they don't have to pump so much. All they got to do is pump occasionally to give it a little bit of pressure. That's it. So they pump off, and then not only did more water come out, because the wells were deep, the water that came out as a result of all that pumping was sweet, and it tasted good, and it quenched their thirst, and they were satisfied. Now, the point of the story is, so much of the time in life, it looks like nothing's going to happen. It looks like you've been pumping, and you're not getting any water. But I'm here to tell you tonight, click, 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 click. And if you keep on pumping, you'll get your water. I forgot to do my theme song, and I'm going to do it right now.
Hey, yeah, come through, everybody come see. Story time with Paw B.
Yeah.
If entertainment is what you need, story time with Paw B.
Yeah.
Interesting, entertaining, for sure. Stories for adults, parents to entrepreneurs. Got you laughing.
You're going to have a good time.
Still educational. This is what you want now. Come through, everybody come see.
Story time with Paul B.
Yeah. If entertainment is what you need, story time with Paul B.
Let's go! You know, I really like that theme music that I have here. And I'm hoping that's what you got out of this. I'm hoping you got some entertainment. I'm hoping you got a lesson. I'm hoping you got a little chuckle maybe. And I'm also hoping that you were able to draw your own conclusions. What do you think that story means? Did that story have a meaning different than what I suggested? Again, my name is Brian K. McNeill, also known as Paul B. It's my intention to do these stories 3 times a week. I'll see you tomorrow. One more time.
Hey, yeah, come through, everybody come see. Story time with Paul B. Yeah. If entertainment is what you need, story time with Paul B. Yeah. Interesting, entertaining for sure. Stories for adults, parents to entrepreneurs.
Got you laughing. You're going to have a good time.
Still educational. This is what you want now. Come through, everybody come see. Story time with Paul B. Yeah. If entertainment is what you need, story time with Paul B.
Let's go. I want you to have a beautiful rest of your evening. God bless.